touch. I'm infatuated with.
Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Boston Celtics. Alongside Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Also joining us tonight is League Insider Shams Charania. Shams, we appreciate you being here for this one.
Always a pleasure, B.A. Thanks for having me drop by.
Brought your A game, I'm sure, partner.
Lot to talk about, B.A.
And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. And for the Pelicans, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Queen in at the center position. Now here's Pritchard. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Shams, a new front office in New Orleans, and they made some ambitious moves this summer.
Yeah, B.A. on the trade front, they got Jordan Poole, traded away C.J. McCollum, and then in the draft, they bring in 2 lottery picks, Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen. But listen, trading away their unprotected 2026 pick definitely raised some eyebrows around the NBA. Team officials were very adamant about that to me. So this gives this team some real pressure to perform right away. We'll see what they can do.
Spotlight always shines on Zion as well.
They do have Zion. We'll see how he looks. But if they can have him healthy and on the court, BA, I am very optimistic about them competing.
Murray, no good. White, the pass to Brown. Pritchard from outside. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with James Borrego. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him, and he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back over to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Just 2 to shoot. Again, the miss by Boston.
Still trying to find their rhythm offensively. Just 1 for 4 so far. That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
There's Tatum with the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 5 points.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Williamson passes to Jones. Back to Williamson. No luck on that one. Tatum with some nice D. Celtics lead by 5. Outside White. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. Simons is checked in for Boston. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, Jason Tatum.
He's a great example of what a modern big looks like. He's so much more than just a big in the paint, and that versatility is a big part of what makes him such an outstanding player.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Queen. They kick it out to Murray. Buries it from 3. And when it comes to NBA moves, a pretty great summer for the state of Texas, Shams.
Ton of action in Texas. Cooper flagged to Dallas, Dylan Harper to San Antonio, and Kevin Durant to Houston. These are major moves, and it's going to be hard to mess with Texas. These teams are loading up. They're all trying to be a contender in the Western Conference.
That Texas triangle is going to be formidable once again real soon. Boston leading by 5. Simons outside. The 3. No good on the shot.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
4-3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Outside Pritchard. Fires the 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Williamson with the bucket.
Well, look, you have to do something defensively to defend Zion in the paint. They did all they could, but it was futile.
Now here's Simons, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Detroit. Back to Brown from deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queen's got 4 rebounds now. Jones, the pass to Murray. That one falls. Murray's got 5 now.
Yeah, Murray getting it done down low. You've got to give him a lot of credit for his assertiveness.
And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Sham, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. I mean, you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's through TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They trail by 1. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
New Orleans making some changes. He's checked in for Jones. And it's Poole in for DeJounte Murray. Garza's checked in for Boston. Walsh comes in for Jaylen Brown. 1:46 left to play in the first. Simons outside. Tatum with a screen. Simons passes to Tatum. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Williamson against Tatum. Williamson outside. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
They're really working the paint now.
Well, the Celtics shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Simons deciding where to go with it. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Bay outside. Pass to Poole. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Garza's shot is good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pelicans trail by 3. Now Poole. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Bay passes to Poole. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, that's a great find by Poole. He did not force the issue in the two-man game.
To the left side wing. Pass to Garza. Here's Simons. It's stolen. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is
They
overturned.
need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pelicans ahead, up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Pelicans so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard, and it's Garza in at the 5 spot.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back over to you guys.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's the pick. Pritchard with it. Now guarded by Bay. Inside. And Nisi comes to help. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Simons. Guarded closely. Garza. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Bay outside. Let's go with a 3. Here's Nisi. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
New Orleans leading by 6. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Celtics trail by 6. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pritchard, the pass to White. Clock at 6. Left side Pritchard. Ooh, stolen by Murray.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
Kicks it out to Williamson from outside the arc. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Murray. Back to Bay. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. Bay's got 10. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Pritchard finds Tatum. Outside White. Tatum with it. 23 points his last outing. Just 3 to shoot. Pritchard, no good. White against Murray. Jones with a screen on White. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Walsh.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Inside, White gets it to go.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
New Orleans leading by 4. New Orleans calls timeout.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Queen, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy comes in for Poole. Boston also changed in and out. Hauser, he's checked in for Garza. Jaylen Brown comes in for Walsh. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Pritchard. Murray against Simons. Goes up on the wing. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple of stars in today's NBA to win.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game now. He hits the second from the line.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Williamson looking around. Shoots over Tatum. Williamson misses.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Simons passes to Tatum. Outside White. Williamson against Tatum. 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. White for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
Man, as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Outside Tatum, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Cadis checked in for Hauser, and it's Peyton Pritchard in for Simons. To the wing on the left. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And he's going for the lob! Three-pointer. He can't hit that time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played,
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Saddiq Bey.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Queen in at the center position. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. And for someone listed at 6'4", DeJounte Murray is an excellent rebounder, Tim.
Well, he sure is. He's got long arms and he's very athletic. His work on the glass, one of the many ways that he can impact winning, and he's always a threat to take it end to end.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Murray scanning the floor. And he drives in. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, Murray is stronger than his 180-pound frame. You can't knock this guy around. He knows how to play through contact.
A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man, defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
New Orleans leading by 12. Outside Murray. Here's Queen, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Terrific court awareness there. Murray recognizes the open man and wastes no time getting him the ball.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Looking to win the run, and there's White. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 6th assist of the night.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Pass to Queen. Outside Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, what a night Murray has had. It seems like he's been involved in every possession offensively, and he is putting up big numbers.
Now White fires for 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jones has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Queen, defended by Pritchard. Murray from outside, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. 5th best, the Celtics.
They had the bodies and the energy needed to be a strong defensive team, and they made it hard for opponents to do damage.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Pelicans are looking to shoot more three-pointers. Zion Williamson said the message has been pretty clear to get him up. That means we've got to play with pace. It helps me a lot just opening up my game. We have options everywhere out in the perimeter. It's definitely a positive for us. Back to you.
Trying to run and gun. Allie, thank you. New Orleans calls timeout. Boston on D. Outside Murray. There's the three. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
White, the pass to Tatum. Back to White. Puts up a three. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 8 assists in the game.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Celtics trail by 11. And Tim, after a change of leadership in the front office, the Pelicans looking to set a new standard.
Yeah, and the credibility and clout of this experienced front office, hopefully spurring buy-in and alignment from top to bottom.
Pass to Keita. Shot clock at 3. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Keita's got his second basket of the game.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Now here's Murray. He's got 17. And here's Williamson. There's a screen. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to White. Outside Tatum. To the paint. Here's Keita. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Williamson inside. Pounded by Tatum. The baseline J. Williamson misses. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. 7-point differential. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Murray. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on White. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or 2.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Bay's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for White. Here's Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Outside Murray. Queen, pass to Bay. Outside Murray. Over Pritchard. And the Pelicans miss again.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
And here's Tatum. 11 points in the game. Brown attacking. And the jam by Brown.
On the drive, Brown can be a nightmare to keep up with. He's got just the right mix of speed and power.
New Orleans in the lead. Outside Murray. Going in. Oh, man!
Look out below. Look at that athleticism. Murray will make all of the highlight reels with that dunk.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Simons outside from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queens got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bay passes to Jones. Now here's Murray. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Pass to Tatum. Three-pointer Pritchard. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 23.
That's a good look for Murray. Even though he's worked on his three, he's naturally more comfortable in the mid-range.
Simons passes to Tatum. Shoots over Bay. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for New Orleans. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at the Celtics. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Walsh in at the three. And he dunks it down.
And I loved how poised Fears is in these situations. Just showing exceptional strength and concentration through the contact.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Walsh can't get it to go. The Pelicans lead by 9. Bay outside. Down low. Looking to get it going. Wow! Zion making his presence felt inside.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
White, the pass to Tatum. Back to White. Launches a three. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. It's Poole on the wing. Takes the three. Tries to save it. Pass to Fears. Takes a three. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
Shireman's checked in for Derek White. And a change for the Pelicans. Queen's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Shireman. Here's Tatum. Here's Garza. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
To the wing, right side. Here's Williamson. Nice D from Tatum.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Pass to Simons. Back to Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Here's Bay. Here's Fears. Here's Poole. And the Pelicans miss again.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
To the left wing. Williamson against Tatum. And the basket by Williamson.
And this is where Williamson is unstoppable from close range.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Tatum just so strong inside.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Williamson. Count the basket. Williamson's got 6 here in the quarter. Celtics trail by 4. Now Simons, outside Tatum. And there's a pick. Pass to Walsh. Now the Pelicans in transition. Oh! Gets it down! Nice! Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So both teams making some changes here. So it's Boston now. Simons passes to Brown. Outside Pritchard for 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Murray against Simons. Murray inside. And there it is for him. Murray's got 25 points in the game.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
Tatum outside. Pritchard outside. Beyond the arc. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Jones outside. Tatum against Williamson. Jones outside. Here's Murray. Clock at 4. Shoots a 3. And rebounded by Tatum. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Yes, sir! We saw it coming. He left no room for error.
That is a huge shot by Murray when his team needed it most. He just loves these moments.
Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Derek White. What's the situation, Allie?
Thanks. I got some news from Boston's head athletic trainer. He told me they've diagnosed a hair-length fracture of the arm, which they have been able to stabilize. He'll be out for the rest of this game, and it sounds like it'll be a considerable amount of time before he's back in playing shape. Over to you.
Allie, thanks for the report.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
Pritchard outside to take the lead. Brown against Murray. 6 on the shot clock to tie it up. Now Williamson. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Wow, no doubt about that. Zion Williamson was ready for the moment.
Boston making a switch here. Cade is checked in. Simons with it. Here's the pass to Brown. There's 49 seconds left in the final quarter. Oh, it doesn't go. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Trying here to put the game out of reach.
And that's why it's important to play this one smart.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
They're making all of their free throws right now. It's a great way to extend the lead.
Simons outside. The three is off.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Tatum. Williamson with a rebound. So it's New Orleans winning this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in